Why am I still getting hate?
Hey, what's up guys, it's Scares here, and so from now on, I'm going to report the news. Let's go inside the stories!
Expose, 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 expose. You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Expose, 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 expose. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you. Expose, 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 expose. It's time for some exposure. Some exposure. Some exposure. Ah, expose. Expose myself to you. To you. To you. E-X-P-O-S-E. Expose. 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 Ah. Expose. 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 Hashtag drama alert. There's news to expose. Hashtag breaking. SS Sniper Wolf has a vagina. More on that at 11. Vaginas. Hey guys, this is Scarce here. Lots of news today. Lots of exposure. And double upload. Expose. 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 You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Expose, 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 expose. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am completely pissed. I was gonna write a script for this video. Why am I still getting hate?
Hey, what's up guys, it's Scares here, and so from now on, I'm going to report the news. Let's go inside the stories!
Expose, 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 expose. You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Expose, 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 expose. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you. Expose. 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 It's time for some exposure. Some exposure. Some exposure. Ah, expose. Expose myself to you. To you. To you. E-X-P-O-S-E. Expose. 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 Ah. Expose. 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 Exposed. 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 Hashtag drama alert. There's news to expose. Hashtag breaking. SS Sniper Wolf has a vagina. More on that at 11. vaginas. Hey guys, it's Scarce here. Lots of news today, lots of exposure. And double upload.
Oh, hi, and good evening, everyone. How are you? I don't mind me. I'm just sitting here hanging out with a bird. That's fine. That's fine. We got some super chats here. I'm here to welcome tonight. Welcome to my show where I've been reviewing technology. And yes, I royally fucked up when I missed talking about exclusives on that video. Everything else I feel was on point, but that exclusives take, even though I did mention Forza Horizon 5, just I could tell that was like inadvertently in test of how long people, if everyone watches my videos to completion. So I'm making another video maybe tomorrow, definitely by Monday or Tuesday. My nips are always hard. Don't ever ask me that question again, please. Are you fucking serious? You threw me off track, too, asking my nips are hard. Why would you ask a dumb question like that? Now I'm all out of sorts. Go, you know what to do. Thank you. All right. So I'll have up a video Monday or Tuesday discussing all in thorough detail all of the exclusives coming to the Xbox Series X, the PlayStation 5, and the Switch. So that was a derp. It wasn't a video takedown derp because 95% of the video was about other things. But yeah, I'll just have him say it.
You blew it.
Yeah, I blew it. So whatever roasting I get from that part of the video today, talking about the current state of 9th gen consoles, is deserved, and I just have to deal with it. I deserve getting roasted for it. Just like I'm going to roast you in the future. Oh, yeah, you were right. I forgot. He got this for me as a belated birthday present. It is Nicolas Cage naked inside of a banana peel. Thank you, Carlos, for getting that for me. I will cherish it forever. And he wants you to stare at it the whole night because he has issues. Thank you, Carlos, for this wonderful gift. I will always. Oh, Nicholas is fucking blocking me. They got to see me, pal. But thank you, Carlos. That was a great belated birthday present. He wanted me to let you know that he got me a birthday present. That's very kind of him. Now, what would I do without this? Thank you so much. Anyway, Rich, good luck. You're competing with Medicare tonight. He's live after maybe a year and a half of absence. Well, oh, yeah. He's been gone for a fucking while. Wonder what happened. I mean, I'm glad he's okay. I mean, this is fairly average to start a stream with slightly below, but I'm also competing with the Spawncast. So I'm getting two metaphorical pokings in the hole tonight. What's poppin', Carlos? Are you Ricky Ricardo or Ricardo Monteblane? I don't know. The only person I know that calls me the Ricardo is the quartering. And my 9th grade Spanish teachers. You know about a clip of you talking about is on Chris Hansen episode of Have a Seat? No, I did not. That would be quite interesting. I'm going to have to watch that. Yeah, but is that confirmed that he was dealing with cancer? Juicy Boots, thank you very much. Kentucky Fried Carlos, this bird is staying, even though Nicolas Cage is blocking my bird. But thank you again, Carlos, for the gift. We all know you want the full. I have a couple other Nicolas Cage pillows, too. They're going to be used in a skit. I'm putting this on the ground, okay? Because it's distracting. It, like, takes up 3/4 of the camera space, dude. You know what? Stop. Say I'm ungrateful. I'm not going to... It can't block me from being on camera. Where am I supposed to put it? And if I put it here, you could see my... Go away. I have two other ones, though. Death Metal Probe, right? Dude, not Death Metal Probe. That sounds like a 90s porn that you would rent from like this, like a CD VHS rental shop back in the mid 90s. Hey, do you have any more copies of that Death Metal Probe? I've been working on my webtoon all year, but I don't have the motivation to do it because I don't get genuine opinions from unrelated people. Well, that's human nature, man. It sucks because unless there's something in it for somebody, no one really cares. But pay if you want, dude. It takes time and it takes patience. If you really have a passion for it, you'll do it. Remember that game Trey Pang 2, that fear-inspired game? There's a trailer and they have a publisher. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Send me a link to that. And Google Fish, I bought the new Aliens game. I have it on PC, so calm your holes. I think I told you that on Twitter too, but. Oh, dude, Patrick, that's amazing, man. Good for you. That's a hell of a lot of weight to lose, dude. Congratulations. Microsoft has the same exclusives down. Has some. No, they do. I'm making a video on all the exclusives from Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft. It'll be maybe tomorrow, definitely by Tuesday. So, is the Intellivision Chameleon going to be paper? Oh, I see what you did there. Oh, wait, that's the song.
My jaw's hitting the ground.
I see with the Intellivision. I say, like I said in the other stream, that there is a 70% chance that it is going to hit store shelves. I had it at 80-20. I went back to 70-30 when I found out they had to go for more funding. Not all is well in the Intellivision empire. So, that is where I stand with that. I mean, it's not... I mean, they're not... I mean, you got to realize with the Chameleon that Mike Kennedy, that turd... he thought that no one would have found out because it's some obscure like PCI capture card from like the late 90s or something, and he just like slapped it in a clear Coleco Chameleon case and thought no one would be able to figure out the chipset in there. He underestimated the motherfucking internet, man. He underestimated the internet. someone found out the exact model of capture card that was in there. Like, that's not a prototype. That's from a fucking old capture card. You thought that no one was going to catch it. So where the Intellivision is different is that we know it has a chipset. We know there's in some way working hardware. So, you know, it's different to that extent. But will it actually hit store shelves? Probably. Maybe. But probably. But if it didn't, I wouldn't be shocked.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of where I'm at. So, oh man, I got such an awesome deal on a laptop today. Dad, RTX 2070, you got that's a 6-core 12-thread chip for $870. Holy fuck, that is a good deal. Brand new. It was a clearance sale. Among Us sus. Dude, that's fucking, yeah, that's a really good deal. Holy fuck. Apparently, Call of Duty Vanguard graphics looks like mud. It's a beta, but I'm hearing that it's as gross as Black Ops Cold War. Black Ops disappointment. I think Microsoft's exclusive library is better than last gen, but is nothing compared to 7th gen. Yes. Oh, it definitely is. And that's not shocking at all with all the companies they bought. Like, they of course they're going to have, if they spent the billions upon billions on those, just Bethesda alone, and didn't have better exclusives this generation than they did before they bought all these companies with the 8th generation, what the hell will be going on? But, yeah. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see if everything comes, if you know that games get delayed more, which is fine, but maybe Starfield won't come out. I mean, you got to remember, they're saying late in 2022 with those games. You know what I mean? That's like, all right, let's just say 2022 to make them happy, but we're deep down not sure. I mean, shit, they were still talking about delaying. There was talk behind the scenes to delay Halo Infinite more. And oh, look, it's coming out very early in December at the 11th hour of 2021. What a coincidence. Oh, also, let me tell you horses something. So, I obviously did not give a recommendation to that custom PlayStation controller I got from, I believe, Hex Gaming. Sorry, Hex Gaming. There's just nothing to justify that controller's price. It's a good controller, but it's not $300 worth of good. I would even say it was I would say like $150 max. But you can actually build that yourself. I have the kit here, and I am going to show you how to make your own custom. I have a faceplate coming too. I'm going to redo the whole damn controller. So this should be quite interesting. These are the paddles, the same paddles. I don't want to take everything out right now. Ooh, this looks like this is going to be kind of intense here, but that's okay. My name is Richard Intense Masucci. And I'm going to make a fucking controller. Probably going to fuck up a little bit and have to redo a couple things, because that looks a lot more complex than I first thought it was going to be, but that's okay. I'm a man. I'm an alpha male. I may have a small penis, but that does not mean I am not an alpha male, and I'm going to build a controller. It'll be a hell of a lot cheaper. I may not be Spawn Wave, but I do have better nipples than he does. That has been confirmed. Has Tommy been in contact? Not recently. Not recently. I mean, it is what it is. I don't want to have... Like, I just want to be the judge at this point. I'm keeping my pre-order. If it actually comes to fruition and I get a console, cool. I will give it a fair chance. I will, you know what I mean? Like, I'll put it through its paces and try to be as impartial as I possibly can be. And that's it. Like, there's him coming. My point being is him coming on the show. My optics are my optics, and nothing's going to change that. You know what I'm saying? Have you played Days Gone? Yeah, it's all right. I came out for PC, and I've been playing the hell out of it. Taking down hordes is fun as hell. I'm actually going to... What am I going to... I just updated my Series S's. I hooked mine back up to my projector. I'm going to be playing some games that way. But yeah, Days Gone's all right. It's okay. Hey, Rich, I'm looking to finally upgrade my Samsung Note 8. In your opinion, what would be the best options for roughly 300, 400? Well, they have the... Yeah, wait on that one. No, I don't want to say that. That's a damn good question, man. Oof. What would I get? I mean, the ZTE Axon E I've used, but that ZTE Axon 30, I mean. But that's a lot of money. Well, that's not a lot of money. It's a great phone, actually, for the price. I think it's a hell of a deal, actually, for the price. But that's $700. I am reviewing the Pixel 5a, but let me review it. I have a concern about it that I don't want to talk about yet, because if they don't put a firmware update through or push one through to fix it, I'm going to rip the phone apart. If they fix it, it'll give me an entirely different outlook on the phone. So I want to wait a little bit and see what happens with that. So don't go for the Pixel 5a yet. That's a tough one, man. There's so many options, dude. There's so many options. Maybe a refurbished Note 10 is not a bad option either. Note 20. Well, yeah. See, the Note 20 has a lot of shutter lag, though. I don't know. That's a tough one. You missed my super chat. Sorry, T-Joe. Where is it, dude? I don't see it. Oh. Am I the only one who likes the Forza Horizon 5 controller? I don't have an Xbone or its controller, but it looks really nice, so I pre-ordered. Hey. I think it looks like... what did I say? A unicorn shit on it on Twitter. It's not my thing. Rich, have you seen Austin Evans do a video on the PS5 new model teardown from Japan and the smaller heatsink with it running a bit hotter? No, I did not. I wonder why. I mean, I know they made put a smaller chip in there. The fabrication process, they shrunk it down, but maybe they thought they could put on a different cooler. We'll see what happens with that. You DM me the Trey Pang trailer on Twitter. Okay. Only 66% of 18 to 24-year-olds in the U.S. are confident that the world is round, according to a new national survey. I've lost all... Oh, dude, we're fucked, man. And it's going to get worse, too. It's going to get worse, unfortunately. Watch a Wings of Redemption completion today. Here was a good one. Turn on the lights. I want to see the dust on the exercise machine. Oh, that's kind of wrong. That's wrong. I remember when you first started to prefer PC gaming, it was about Windows 7 and Steam. You praised both frequently. Yeah, because the problem with PC gaming before that, at least with my experience, was that it wasn't simplistic to use. I mean, in Windows XP, it wasn't awful, but it still was... It wasn't the same compared to... Why does this keep falling? Oh, that's why. It still wasn't like just putting your disc in a Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3 at the time. It wasn't, especially the 360. Even the 360's updates were like always a tenth of the time it took to update the same game on the PS3. So, but with Windows 7 and Steam, I mean, yeah, it wasn't as easy as console gaming at the time, but it wasn't far off. It made PC gaming a lot more convenient. Rich, have you seen... So, well, that could be a bad thing. Saw you in a Satisfy ad about an hour ago. Okay, I know I've been in those ads. That's cool. Yeah, he took one of my videos that I did, and that's perfectly fine. I am going to get the Freedom Phone. I'm buying the Freedom Phone, so I'm actually throwing away my iPhone, and I am getting the Freedom Phone. Eventually, I'll upgrade to Windows 11. I'm in no rush. I'm in, like, negative rush for that shit. Yeah, the Xbox Series S is a cool little system, man. And like I was saying in my video, that's why, like I said, 95% of the video, yeah, I fucked up on the exclusives. And the thing was, I was like, and I looked into stuff too, and I'm like, all right, everything's good. And then people mentioned obvious ones like Starfield, and I'm just like, how the fuck did I forget about that? How did I forget? Like, how did I forget about that and not even hesitate to think that I forgot it? Anyway, shit happens though. It is what it is. But with the Series S, is you just have access to all these great games at an affordable price, and it's performing better than I thought it would. So, you know, like you could play Doom Eternal at 120 FPS, and had to take up orders out today at work. I got so sweaty that I rubbed my inner thighs raw, and now they're sore. Inner thighs. Inner thighs. Your inner thighs. Inner thighs. Inner thighs. Inner thighs. All right, I'm going to stop. Would you still recommend Stone Age? Yeah, absolutely. I just bought shit in 2020 from Stone Age Gamer. Yeah. Absolutely. I would buy their game cases. Look really cool to store. Yeah, I still 150% recommend them. You know. Rich. Hey, Rich, I turned 19 today. Can I get 5 farts? Of course you can. Birds. Rich just use Windows ME. Cutting Edge Gamer is now scalping their GPUs. What do you mean? They're selling them like... Because again, that's their business model, and I never hid that. They're leasing you the cards. That they make profit off of the leasing prices. But are they selling the cards? If, and I don't know this... If they are selling the cards at exorbitant prices, that's not right. Jeremy is a right winger. He is pissed you calling him out. By the way, play Commodore 64, 2 farts. That is like the most like all over the place super chat ever. Jeremy is a right winger. He's pissed for you calling him out. By the way, play Commodore 64, 2 farts.
Whoa, whoa.
So if they are directly scalping, I could check right now, actually. They are leasing them at like double what they used to. Oh, gee. Dude, I don't know. I haven't kept up with them. I mean, and the thing about that, too, is when I had their affiliate link, I never got money from that. I never received a penny from that. It was just helping me lease cards. Like I would be able to get credits to lease stuff from them. That's it. Can't wait to see Obsidian game. That's their Skyrim. What's the name of it going to be? Yeah, but I like the Series S though, man. It's cool to and it's amazing to have a little system that's that capable. It's has such a slick. It's so quick too. I mean, again, because you're getting some great CPU and decent GPU performance for the price. When's Intro Guy coming back? That's a damn good question. That's a damn good question. To the tune of Sharp Dressed Man, they come running super fast down the course because every girl's crazy about a sharp dressed horse. What does that mean that he's been indicted? When's the TLC Tucker review? What a sad thing. Like, here's this like goofy, dorky porn star that was like, "Hey, I'm ugly, but I have a big cock," and he was like as it can be, the wholesome porn star with a big cock, and it's all ruined now. Purchase of what? A lot of these games made by big developers are always bloated with hundreds of hours worth of content, but a lot of fluff, just tired of the blow. Oh, yeah, dude, I talk about that all the time. Because, I think it's a mixture of that the publishers want them to fluff up the game. So like, oh, look, you get 120 hours worth of content. Of course we could charge $70. And then on top of it, then people expect all of that content for the $70. So the developers feel pressure to make a game huge for $70. And it's like, go milk the cows and take a shit in the woods. I'm like, oh, this is exciting. Imagine you milk cows while shitting. Oh, that's a big log. That's a big log. But my point being is just you do stupid shit and it's not fun. Just there's 100 hours of gameplay in, let's say there's the Nicolas Cage RPG. There's 100 hours in there, but if 20 hours is actual gameplay and the rest of it is just fucking pointless side missions that are not enjoyable at all, that's not 80 hours of gameplay. Like, just because there's 100 hours of things to do doesn't mean it's 100 hours of fucking fun. You know what I mean? So that's why it is that way. Because the publishers want to have a reason to justify the price of their game. The public then starts expecting insane amounts of gameplay for the value. So the developers then feel pressure from the publisher and the public to make these fucking ridiculously large games that my ridiculously large fucking ass will never fucking finish. Fuck ass. That's all I got to say about that. He's been indicted on 34 6. He's never seen the light of day again. That's it. That's it. I have to pay you $5 to look at Volt. It's a 24-hour dye if you want it or not. It's perfect. For what? Dye what? My ass? What do you want me to do? Dye my back hair? Oh, yeah, the camera is tilted. Shit. I can fix that. Why the hell did that happen? Hey. Hi. There we go. Shit. I don't know what happened to this tripod, man. Now like, it's loose on there. You gotta figure out why the fuck it's loose. It's been that way for a while now. But I like, to just get to that, I would have to, like, move my whole desk, take the fucking screens off, so I just kind of deal with it. It's not like it's not the camera's gonna fall off. I usually play 8 to 10 hours of games like AC Valhalla. Then that's what I'm saying. Like, no one, no one's looking for. I mean, maybe some people are, but the demographic. Like, even if you're in college, like, even people in college, like if they're single and don't have kids, you're going to school full time, and I'm sure you have extracurricular work to do for those classes. No one has like 80 to 100 extra hours to put into a fucking game. I mean, I know, I'm sure there are people that do, but I don't know. It doesn't work anymore, the on-screen chat. I got to find something different. So I rather have a game. That's why when I hear people, oh, that game was only 20 hours long, I'm like, really only 20 hours? Like, were you really going to sit there and finish a 100 fucking hour game? I know once in a while people do it, and that's fine, but every single game, like even if you're like the most hardest core gamers, are you going to finish every single like 100-hour game that you buy in like a 1 year period? I'm sure there's some people that do, but I'm sure the majority fucking don't. These are amazing headphones, and I had them in my pocket. Good thing I remembered. Like, that's my thing. Like, okay, I know people expect the games are expensive. Like I said, developers don't need to charge 70, but they're charging 70, so now they really want to like try to fluff everything up. And it just gets a bunch of bullshit that no one really wants to do. Like, oh, take someone, remember in Grand Theft Auto 4, you had to like take someone's daughter, like, or this woman bowling. I'm like, am I really doing this right now? So I just started playing online all the time in GTA 4. Just in like the whole open mode where you just like there would be other people randomly and you would be playing and you could just start fighting people. And I'm like, yeah, I don't need to, like, if I want to do real life things, I'll do real life things in real life. I can put 80 into a game. I love RPGs. I don't want every game being 80 hours. Like, fuck. And when games come out, you just took you just said this. You're dead on with like the same thing I was saying. Like, maybe someone wants to do like 1 or 2 80-hour games a year. Like, they'll put in those couple hours a day after work or after whatever, or after school, or if they're my age, after the kids go to bed. Okay, I could see like 1 or 2 games a year. But not every fucking game needs to be an open world game that is like 200 hours fucking long. I'm exaggerating, but 80 to 100 hours long. No. And that's why I always kind of laugh and partially get annoyed. Like, oh, how? Because they put pressure on the developers, and like, so when they complain about a game that has like the perfect length to it, I'm like, this is great. 15, 20 hours, all you need. And then all like, you have like journalists like putting their nose up at it. You have people who are so used to getting 600 hours of useless fucking gameplay a game who are complaining it's too short. Then the publishers are like, we can't keep charging 70 if we don't make them happy, so just like fluff it up with a bunch of bullshit. So they do it, and that's the thing, because they get the pressure, they do it, and then you have these stupid ass fucking games that you'll never finish. I have a back catalog from like the 5th generation. You think I'm getting to all these games in this lifetime, son? Get the fuck out of here. And then you keep on making them 80 to 100 hours. I got 3 kids. I do a ton of shit with it. You think those reviews were simple to fucking do that you guys have seen over them? I'm not looking for a pat on the back, but I'm just making a point. I'm just saying all that shit I have going on in my life, and I'm sure a lot of you're not finishing every single game that's 80 to 100 hours if every single game that comes out is like, takes like an entire week to complete if you played it and did nothing but play it every day. Anyway. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare has a 6-hour story mode. It was a very fulfilling 6 hours. That's what I'm saying. And then you get all the, and then you know what? You get the value in that with the multiplayer. Like, I don't know. Gaming is in a weird place right now. Because you either have to have a game that, like I said, it's that full of fluff garbage. It's 100 hours long. There's exceptions. That especially Sony has a lot of single-player exceptions. or you have to have a game that's nothing but multiplayer and microtransactions. Like, there's no in between. That's not to say short games get a free pass. If your game is 6 hours of pure tedium, oh yeah, there's games that are short and fucking just suck. I 110% agree with you. It has to be a good game and the quality has to be there. But just make the game. I just want developers to make a game that's good and make it as long as they feel it needs to be. You know what? In their defense, on the flip side, if they feel that they need to have the game be 60 hours to make it fulfilling and make it feel like a complete experience, then fine. But don't just artificially make every single game that fucking long. Because no one wants it. I do play games for over 100 hours and complete them, but it takes 3 or 4. Yes, that's normal. I love the Mass Effect trilogy. It felt like they were the perfect balance. Yeah, that's 3 or 4 months is normal. Like, I get that. But these developers sometimes, especially during like the very busy season, they think that people... They think like man, that's 100 hours. Like, even if you are unemployed and have nothing to do, like, you're gonna have to miss out on some sleep to get those games done in a reasonable amount of time, man. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm on. I haven't even played Valhalla yet. What was I just playing? I want to play. I bought the Aliens game. I want to play that. I also bought Chivalry. I have so many games I want to fucking play. Alien Isolation had zero business being 20 plus hours. Like 20, like it was too short or too long. It sounds like you mean too long. Yeah, so make it 5 or 10. You know? Psychonaut 2 is only about 15 hours long. Not a single second of those 15 hours was tedious. We need more middle shelf games. I'm going to have to get that. That's on PS5, right? Or no, that's on Series X. I'm sorry. Series X. Yeah, I want to play Aliens Fireteam. I want to play Chivalry. I want to play that sniper game. I've got all those. I haven't played them yet. What were the headphones you were talking about that were semi-not good build quality, but sound was great? They are the costs... I gotta find them now, bro. Hold on. They are here. They're the COS KTX Pro. If you look on Amazon, I'll put it in the chat, not the link because it's too annoying to get the damn link. Here, COS KTX Pro. Yeah, they're built like out of paper mache, but the sound quality is still some of the best I've heard out of headphones. They compete with headphones at like $200. That's how good they are. They're wired though. And remember to buy our 80-hour game at full price. Otherwise, don't complain if there's no sequel. And it's like, how much money and time do these fucking companies think that people fucking have? They could tell me they do all the research with like, they hire a company to do surveys and third party. Like, no, like, it's just ridiculous. The industry's bloated, man. It's not going to crash like it did in the 80s, but I do feel it like it's going to rescind one day moderately. Because there's just too... And then if these 80-hour games or these AAA games that we get like every month don't sell like 10 million copies and the company goes under, and it's just like, fuck. There's just too much, man. There's just too much. Too long. Just avoiding an alien in a ship for 20. Yeah, I played like 10 minutes of that game. Like, yeah, I know this survival horror, but no, it's not my thing. Maneater, a shark game, is a fun 10. I'll keep on wanting to try that. I keep on wanting to try that. Yeah, Halo Infinite release date. Its partial release date, in my opinion, is on December 8th. Did I mention 600 times I should have just delayed the damn game? Prototype 2 is good. Prototype 1 was good. When I'm deciding what to play, it's like, can I play a 160-hour game or can I fit in 3 shorter games in that time? I always pick the second option. Yeah, that's the thing, man, is that there's only so many hours in a day. And even if you have say you're in between jobs or something, that's still I'm sure you have other things you have to do. You can't sit there and play a 60-hour game every single time they come out. Yeah, I hope it's not a shit show. I hope they really, because they push back Forge and they push back the co-op, that they truly were able to polish my ass. The single player and the multiplayer. Because if they didn't, then
you're getting Grandpa excited.
Grandpa won't be excited. I'm gonna need to get something to drink. I'm gonna get something to drink real quick. I thought I had seltzer up here. Saints Row reboot is gonna be cool. Let me get something to drink. I'll be right back. Count your horses for me. I like birds. I like birds. I like birds. Chicken for you. Rooster. Just a man on the internet. A man on the internet. A man on the internet. I didn't care of the game increase until I realized like Madden and FIFA is trying to sell me $70 a copy and paste. No, sir. Yep. Oh, they've been copying and pasting Madden and games like that for a long time, son. Yep. So the price of some games go up, so it's like, oh, we can just raise the price of all games. I hope everyone is looking at my bird. Please make sure you're looking at that bird. He's a handsome bird. He's a fine-looking bird. I love that bird. He's a manly-looking bird. He's hirsute, but oh, wait, birds don't have hair, so he wouldn't be hirsute. He would be full of fucking feathers. My bird is full of feathers. He's a fluffy cock. But birds, you're not the kind of bird that could fly, son. So I saw this video talking about the TRDR, and it turns out that Soulja Boy doesn't actually own the company. The company is just fine with him saying the BS. Video got all this from info from the company. The video is from Retro Dodo. Retro Dodo. Retro Dodo Dodo. Retro Dodo. Retro Dodo. Retro Do. I'm gonna have some seltzer. Always remember, boys and girls, this is a family stream. When I say cock, I mean bird. What did you think? You get your minds out of the gutter. Get your minds out of the gutter. This is a stream for everyone. It's a handsome bird, too. So I watched some of your old videos, including Dell. Never again. I just wanted to ask if your opinion on Dell is still the same. Yeah. Laptops I would fuck with, but everything else from them can die in a fire, including their Alienware desktops, too. If you saw Gamers Nexus video, that kind of confirmed my suspicions for a very long time. So, yeah, it's still somewhat to the degree the same. If someone offers you horse dewormer to cure COVID, just say, "Giddy up now, you're so luscious." Birds of a feather flock together, sir. Always remember that. Make sure your dad knows, too. Your dad. I'm going to guess your dad has nostrils. Tell me about your dad's nostrils. Does he use a hair trimmer for those nostril holes? I do. Sometimes I get long hairs coming out of my nostrils, and I think they're one of my mustache hairs, so I go to itch my mustache. I'm like, oh, there's pain there. And then I have a 12-inch fucking hair coming out of my nostril hole. Make sure your dad is trimming those nose hairs. Life advice for you. Did you know a couple months ago? Yeah, because Kepler, that's a 700 series cards. It was time. You know, I mean, think about it. Why don't you stream casual games? I'd watch that and you could chat with your viewers and bullshit. Oh yeah, that would do that. Absolutely. Alienware and gaming laptops in general are so bugly, but ugly. Yes, they are. I agree with that as well. If the Stream Deck turns out to be a disappointment, it won't be. Would that hinder the progress appeal of handheld PCs? If it did, yes, absolutely. It absolutely would. Absolutely. Alienware Alpha, the first one was pretty crappy. The second one, for its time, what did it have? A 960 in it, I believe. The Alpha R2 was pretty good. And then they had the whole thing where you could hook up an external GPU. Like, I liked what they were doing with it, but that I actually opened it up and that thing built, like, it looked like someone got drunk and just sprayed thermal paste all over the inside of it. That thing was built like garbage. So when I saw that review from Gamers Nexus, I'm like, oh, shit didn't change. Dude, why do you and Jeremy fight? It feels like he wants you. Not saying you started. Kind of weird, bro. Last fiver. Dude, all I do is what I do with everyone in the industry and every other YouTuber is I state my opinion. I think he's a grifter. It's that simple. You know, I've said that before. I think he's a grifter who is just following a wave before it crashes to make a whole windfall of money. Sorry. I'm not sorry. Like, and if that's painful allegations like he said, then think that, man. But if you want to be the internet tough guy that you are and say you're anti-SJW when you're just as much of an SJW as the people you call out, I'm going to call you out on it. People call me out all the time on shit. 98% of it is not true. You know, and the other people are just criticizing my takes on things, which I am perfectly, even if it's a brutal take, I'm perfectly fine with that. But you can't handle that shit, man. You're in the wrong business. Like, you know what I mean? But it's not even about that, dude. He's a hypocrite and a grifter, and he's just riding a wave. And him doing what he's supposed to champion against proves that. Like, there's nothing anyone could say to make me not think that about him. Someone went to town with thermal spray to the Verge. Dude, it was like all over. And it was like the build quality was shit. When will the quartering beef with Keemstar, the king of... Didn't they already have a beef? He had a beef, I know, with 8 Thoughts. He had a beef with... I'm pretty sure with Keemstar and some live streams, too. Jeremy needs a good bird in his life. So I don't know what he needs. And again, it ain't personal with him, but he made it personal. I never went personal with him. He made it personal. I was just going after his takes on shit, and that I think he turns everything into get woke, go broke garbage just to appeal to that stupid ass fucking base. And then he started bringing up dating profiles and saying, "Go take care of your kids, you creep. You don't know anything about me, motherfucker." And then people want me to go and have a handshake with him and give him a hug. Fuck that. You go into my personal life, you could eat my fucking ass. Fake ass motherfucker. Yeah, we not even good. Here's the thing. I don't know where. I think because I was featured in a video of his. People thought we were buddies. He's like, "Hey man, like your stuff." And we had the same takes on Diablo Immortal. You want to do it? I think he had me in like a featured in like the shittiest stuff of 2018, and that was it. Like, it wasn't like, we were playing a game of grab ass together and going out for beers. And look up horse farting. That's enough beef for a cookout. Those are fucking simple. Yeah, we never. I'm gonna have to have her on again because I want to know her take. That the problem. You want to know the problem with that fucking stream? It was great, but towards the end, I had to shit. I told her this too. I'm like, Liana, I'm sorry I cut that short, but I had a turd in my hole. I think I said it just like that too. So it is what it is, man. I mean, I lose zero sleep over it, but yeah, and I just got off the quartering train when I realized what he was about. Like many other people say, I saw it in many comments all over YouTube, not just on my videos about him. You know, when even if I'm watching someone not even related to him, for some reason he's brought up, and like it's just weird. They're like, you know, I saw what he was about and I stopped watching, is what I just kept seeing. I don't even dislike Keemstar. I know he dislikes me, which is fine, you know, but I don't dislike. Well, here's the thing: you've ever pissed off Keemstar, ever, he'll always hate you. That's he's known for. You should just ignore Jeremy, except on the kind of stuff he pulled. Like, you didn't pull any punches. He's getting what he deserves. Yeah, and dude, I am just gonna like. Here's the thing, Jeremy. Oh, look, someone brought you up again. You're a public figure. You're going to be talked about, and we have audiences, like you said, that cross each other. You know, people are going to bring you up, or some topic's going to come up that maybe you covered that I'm going to say your take, where I think your take is fucking stupid. Welcome to the internet, you know. But yeah, man, you're putting up my. What is funny? I deleted that dating profile. Even if I am on a dating site, you know what? Who the fuck cares? What is it? Your fucking business. You know what I'm saying? So. Don't cross the streams. I don't know if he participated in Gamergate. I didn't really know who he was until like late 2017 or 2018. Got a Series S from Best Buy today. No freaking way I'm buying from a scalper. Screw that. I'm also waiting to get a possible mid-gen PS5. Let me tell you something. I'm going to guarantee you. Maybe not guarantee. Why is my PS5 on? Maybe I won't guarantee, but I'm almost positive that they're going to do a complete 180 with the mid-gen PS5 Slim. It may have some of the same aesthetics, but it's going to be where you don't need a stand. It's going to be smaller. So people like, DSP gets brought up here all the time. Wings of Redemption gets brought up here all the time. Joe Biden gets brought up here. Donald Trump gets brought up here all the fucking time. People, if that's what we're going to talk about, that's what we do during these streams. I like, your name is going to be brought up. Beautiful man and his beautiful bird and his beautiful ass. Please clap. Beautiful man and his beautiful bird. What about Chris Hansen? I can't show his video. He'll probably strike that shit. Actually, wait. He can't strike it down. Yes, let's watch his video. on EDP 445. That'll make for some good quality content. Oh, God, I'm a bird. Yes, DBZ, I've heard that. But we're not supposed to get mad, and it's supposed to be freedom of choice, but let's not even go there. So let's look up Chris Hansen. Chris Handsome. I call you Chris Handsome. Wait. And I love how, like, where the fuck is his... Where's his channel? Have a seat? There we go. Here's Chris Handsome. Where is EDP 445? Two months ago? Is this the video you're talking about? Wait, here's the... Hold on. Why don't you have a seat right over there? Thank you. Thank you. So I see this stream here that's like 2 hours long. That can't be it, right? Chris Handsome is in that dude. That so sounds like it would be like a mid-90s porn star name. Like some porn star doing a play on Chris Hansen's name. Jenna Jameson and Chris Handsome, starring Glaze That Donut. Oh yeah, who needs cream when you have my cock? I saw that shit in a porn one time, man. It was back when the Spice Channel was still a thing, and we had a scrambler box, and I always remember it was a scene where they were like in a donut shop, and this dude was the two girls, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna glaze that donut," and he proceeded to glaze the donut. Oh my God. You getting Grandpa excited? Do I still have that one? I should.
You're getting Grandpa excited.
That is a You're getting Grandpa excited. What the it's horrifying because he was a disgusting fucking human being. Just the shit that the trolls caught him saying, "Oh, I'm gonna fart all over you." I would love to have that as a sound clip, but I can't. I can only find like videos on YouTube of Stanley Kendall where it's like music and shit with it. Like, he was crazy, man. Like, shitting in his fucking hands. Like, think about how fucked that is. Oh, Camelot streaming? We should go to his stream. No, I can't because then we'll get the audio all fucked up. So, is the video with Chris Hansen on YouTube or is it on, like, some other channel? Spread your cheeks and just go to town. Spread your cheeks and just go to town. I'm trying to see. Have a safe weekend. Thank you, Chris. I will have a safe weekend. Well, let's see Chris wish us have a safe weekend. It's a minute, 30 seconds long.
Another week of semi-self-quarantine social distancing. I hope you're
Look
well.
at that purple turtleneck. Whoa! Purple turtleneck in the building. Whoa!
All healthy, and I hope you're well provisioned going into the weekend. This is something I've never seen before in nearly 40 years of reporting. It is
Something I've never seen before is a man like you wearing a purple turtleneck. You look like you got attacked by a fucking grape and lost the battle.
serious, and we have to take it that way. So it's important to stay home.
I don't like donuts. I really like. Oh, Rich, I bet you just once when you were at your fattest, you would go to McDonald's all the time, and then you would go to Krispy Kreme. And I'm like, nah, I don't like donuts, man. I don't like Burger King and all that shit. I'd rather have pizza. Check out Austin Evans' new video on the PS5, but the changes aren't good. Oh boy. All right, we could watch it. We'll watch it.
Spread this.
He said spread this. Oh, I don't have it anymore.
Much of the spread is happening through people who don't have any symptoms whatsoever. So it's really important as influencers, and each and every one of you is an influencer. You're right in that demographic. You need to lead by example here. We've got a few more weeks at least of this new normal, and hopefully we can get back to our own realities. In the meantime, I'll continue to cover the COVID-19 crisis as well as our investigations into Davi Vanity and Onision here on Have a Seat with Chris Hansen. I also want to share with you some information
Yeah, talk about a nothing burger with Onision. What happened with that? Like, where did that go? What happened to the whole thing with Onision? Like, that just, like, man, was that for him just to ride a wave and to get a deal with the television show? And the thing is, at the end of the day, believe me, I don't like Onision, so this is not me defending him. Like, if nothing legally happened from all of that, doesn't Onision have a really big case to sue like a motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? Like, because they, like, the entire internet threw it, and Chris Hansen's covering that as a fucking TV show, and nothing happened from it. Well, Maury, goddammit, I'll do it. Watch the Boondocks. I have seen Chris Hansen. I want you. Whenever they bring donuts into work, I always grab the Simpsons donut pink with sprinkles. I don't know, I'm not a donut person, man. If I'm gonna have like a dessert, I want like peanut butter fucking ice cream with a horse on it. I don't know how a horse would be on ice cream, but boys, how about making those more entertaining? Have Rich with his shirt off. Oh, Rich, go wild, chat. Okay. Oh. All right. Oh, shit. Did I? Oh, I know what fucking happened. God damn it. Let me check something here.
I've come across.
Oh, gee. His video is also super fucking quiet, too.
Just in the last day or so about
Yeah, that's
online
full volume.
predators of all types, taking advantage of people who are
Hey, Chris. Normal microphone, not webcam mic. Jump on that one now.
doing commerce online, being social online. There's a lot of that, record levels during this pandemic. So be careful. We're going to have some people on the show this week who are going to talk about that and how to protect yourself and your kids. So in the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy. Remember, I'll be watching, and I'll see you.
That's creepy. He'll be watching all of us? He'll be watching us. Hey guys, this is Austin. All right, we'll watch his video. I'm sure that he'll love that I'm watching his brand shirtless, but that's okay. The new PS5 is worse. Ooh, well, that
Inside
gets
this
right.
box.
Holy fuck! Talk about a volume difference, sir. Talk about a goddamn volume difference. Jesus Christ, Mr. Evans.
We're about to find out. All I know is that due to some Japanese regulatory filings, very exciting, I know, this PS5 is supposedly a third of a kilo, or about a little over half a pound lighter than the existing PS5 digital. There's also some talk that it might have a different Wi-Fi card, the screw is different.
Whoopee, a half a pound difference. Like, come on, son. Does anyone really care? I mean, I know it has nothing to do with the consumer caring. What it has to do with is it cuts down on their manufacturing costs, and also may help with semiconductor shortage, because if the chips, they need less chips or components to make the newer revision, then they could pump more consoles out. I like them thick. I like them chunk. I want them plumb with something. Goddamn, daddy, you thick. Thank you very much, Australians.
This PS5 is currently on sale in Japan and I believe Australia.
Australia.
But my assumption is that this is the first revision of the PS5 that will probably be sold everywhere pretty shortly. Is there tape? No, it's not
It's
tape.
green. It's green. It's literally green.
I'm colorblind.
No, I think you're just blind.
That's 100% true statement. Ask my wife.
Yeah. I could.
Oh.
I didn't have to tell her that one. So,
I love you, honey.
so not only are you down
I'm-
over $1,000, but you're sleeping on the couch tonight.
It's subtle, but the existing model is the 1015B, whereas the new model is the 1100B. Why is it lighter? Is it less
B.
quality? Did they take out some stuff? It actually does feel a little lighter. I don't think I'm that lunatic. Try it. Here's one. I'm not gonna tell you which one that is. That's the Japanese one.
yeah.
See? So first of all, we have the original digital edition, which comes in at 30,828 grams. And 3542.
Wow.
300 grams lighter.
Riveting
Oh my god, I shit.
content.
Look!
It's lighter. Good
Why-
job.
Here's the question. Why is it lighter? It at least means that I'm not crazy for making this video.
Well, let's not go that
Yes,
far.
you are.
You can't see right now. I have a whole array of testing equipment.
He said it himself. He has a hole. He has a hole.
Oh my
Underneath
God,
the
this dude's a lunatic.
I want to know what's new with the
This-
PS5! Thanks. This is the original standard. This is something I do know is updated. Okay.
Yeah, because now you have the stupid fucking screw.
That's kind of hard.
Where's this video going, Mr. Evans?
I probably would want to use a screwdriver. You know what? I'm actually totally, like, not kidding. That is way
These
easier
guys
to do with my
make
fingers.
you
Now that we
couple.
have some, a new and improved, slightly easier stand, why don't we fire these up and see if there's any actual physical difference that we can notice with the hardware. How riveting is this content?
That man has a hole. That was a good observation. I just smelled my ass in the mic.
How excited are you to have already subscribed to the channel and ring-a-ling the ding-a-ling bell?
No, what is going on?
For high-quality technical analysis that you certainly can't get anywhere else on the internet.
Look, Mom said we had Digital Foundry at home. We got Digital Foundry at home.
Welcome to the PS5 head-to-head. On my left side is the original launch model of the PS5 Digital, the 10 series, if you will. Whereas on my right side is the brand new 11 series Digital. Let's start out by taking a listen and a little probe.
He's hard, and we have probing.
My sound meter of how loud the original PS5 is.
Got some coil wine there too, boy.
43.5 decibels. Okay.
Rich, I'm cheating on you with that man already. Thank you. Coil wine.
42.1. Very small difference. It's very subtle though, and I can tell you very confidently that if you're more than a few feet away from either of these, this one might technically be a little bit quieter. It's not something you're going to notice. So this is a Seek thermal camera.
And that could all be just manufacturing, and there's no difference in sound. Like then you could get two, like another old model and another new model, and it has the same amount of sound output.
Now I have more fun goodies like a infrared thermometer, but I'm going to actually use this because this will give us a good sense for what it looks like in terms of the actual temperature of the models. Coming straight through the back, we have 51, 52 degrees, okay? So now let's take a look at the new one and see where we're at here. 55, 56. So this one's actually somewhat warmer. A 3 or 4 degree difference isn't huge, but that actually is something, especially if you consider that the fans sound different. My hunch is that the difference between these two PS5s and the weight is that this has a different cooling assembly. The new one is running pretty consistently 3 to 5 degrees warmer than the old one. Celsius, yeah. So in Fahrenheit, that's probably like 8, 9 degrees warmer. That's something that you would notice if you're having throttling issues with an existing PS5, if it doesn't have like great airflow or something. The difference of 5 degrees Celsius, that might not seem exciting, but that is actually enough to cause
issues depending on where you have it. Yes,
some difference in either your performance or in just the longevity of the console if it's sitting there, because the exterior temperature is always significantly cooler than what the actual chip on the inside is running.
And right now we're in open air. This is not in a cabinet.
No.
What the fuck is he wants those thick snacks, those thick PlayStation snacks.
This is about the best case scenario of Austin being baked by PS5s. The next thing I want to try is how much power each of these are taking. Traditionally, when there are slim models, when there are upgrades to PlayStations or Xboxes, a lot of times they will tweak the chips and the actual.
You offer DSP money to and he bet you. Oh, Mr. Burnell.
You're getting Grandpa excited.
Rich, I got the Series S and PS5 disc version. These consoles make the PS4, PS4 Pro, and Xbox One look pathetic. These AMD Jaguar cores were pathetic. They were pathetic. Yes, they were. Even for their time back in 2013, they were pathetic. I'm just a man who's a horse. I'm a horse who's a man.
Power draw off on the inside. I don't think there's a new chip in this, mostly just because this model is coming out less than a year after the PS5. But our handy dandy power meter doesn't lie. The old school original PS5 is sitting pretty consistently at about 225 watts. So that is the control. 228, 230. Oh wow. So the thing with the PS5 that you need to consider is that unlike the Xbox, there is a variable boost frequency, right? So the PS5 will run the CPU and GPU as high as they can, but there's some variability there. If we're talking 3, 4, 5 watts, to me, that seems more margin of error of certain PS5s are just gonna boost slightly higher, or alternatively, certain silicon inside the PS5s may require slightly higher voltage to hit those same frequencies. So at this point, we've established that the new PS5 runs slightly quieter, but somewhat significantly hotter, and is ballpark the same as far as power goes. So let's start out by...
So it's just a revision they did to save themselves money, and no one should give a fuck about which PlayStation 5 they could get. I like Austin Evans. I watch him all the time. I want the past 5 minutes of my life back, though.
By taking them apart in equal distances of time. Oh, look, is that everybody? Jimmy from PS Ready?
That is a large man. That is a large man in a vibrant shirt that just walked behind him. That is not what I just expected. What is this is, and Austin looks nervous. You're gonna love the part when they open. Oh no!
To help me take apart PlayStation. Wow, it's almost like we could have planned that to to be a smoother transition. All right, here's the deal. Let's take a look
That is a large man.
apart bit by bit. I've got the scale. We're gonna keep going until we get to the bottom of this and find out why they're lighter, what the Wi-Fi cards are, all that kind of stuff.
Sounds good.
Okay.
So this
I don't know, Kenneth. Finnegan Fox is going to require two 3090s and SLI. But Rich, I thought you said they don't support SLI anymore. They will for Finnegan fucking Fox, though.
screw was different.
Screw is absolutely different.
Okay.
So
You got the new one, though.
I have the new one. You've got the old one.
Wait, let me try it. I've been talking about it for a while.
You made like 8 videos on this screw.
Yeah.
You sure this isn't porn?
It is easier to do. Okay.
I know, man. He's been talking about being hard and probing and...
Okay, all
It
right,
is.
all right.
It's a big difference. Okay, I got mine.
Yeah, it is.
Well, look at the fan blades, though. Are there? Actually, we'll take a
Oh,
closer
look how not scraped they are, like mine, because I'm a spaz.
Let's see if we take it apart.
Let's open up the SSD and see if there's anything different here. Hey, wait. That's different. That's a different shade.
Oh my god, I'm almost shitting myself again. There's going to be multiple turns on my cheeks.
Yeah, it is lighter.
Can we get an enhance on this? Just do it.
Oh, whoa. Oh, I can't. Oh. Yeah, he did it. It always fucking happens. It always fucking happens. I fucking hate the way they do those fucking side plates, and I'm so glad I just saw it on Austin Evans' fucking channel, because I'm so sick of everyone saying I don't know what I'm doing. It is a bad design. I think it's shit, and I am not backing down on it. I'm not. You could try to brainwash me to think it's clever all you want to. There is more proof that it is not. Austin Evans, thank you, sir.
See? Everyone made fun of me when I did it. Jimmy did it too.
And he did it too. That double shut your goddamn mouths then. You will do it. You...
Good thing this isn't mine.
No, the sad thing is I have an entire video on how to disassemble a PS5, but that was like last year and I've totally forgotten how I did it.
And I
But
didn't watch it.
Great. Wait. I don't have power tools. I gotta take this part
I was
slowly.
trying to get ahead a little bit so I could look like I know what I'm doing when you get done with your part.
All three fucking people, me, Austin Evans, and Miami Vice Man, have all had that happen to the PS5s. Like, stop. It's not a good design. It's even if you didn't have it happen to yours, it looks like a medieval torture fucking device when you take it off of those weird ass pins. It's not a good design. It is factually fucking not a good design what they did. I might not be done. Give Carlos a kiss, please. I love that. Oh yeah. Where is that? My bird is under my shirt. He's under my shirt. Are you okay, bird? I'm sorry. Handsome fucking bird. Handsome bird. I would bet money these guys have tasted the stick of... I don't even know what that... And I don't want to know what it means. I'm just a man on the internet drinking seltzer.
The fans are different.
So they're sort of similar, but this one has much more curved blades.
Oh, those are some nice blades. Mm.
And you see it has this bottom bit, which actually is attached all the way around. There's just an empty gap on the inside of this one. So this one
Just like between my two cheeks, boys.
is a Delta Electronics fan, as is that. So it's the same manufacturer, which Delta makes a lot of fans for, I mean, tons of different things. Okay, so new fan on the scale, 250.
Are they really weighing the fucking fans? You could tell when something's... Do you think that anyone was doing this for the Wii U when there was a revision? Do you think anyone... Look, man, I get the real estate. I talk about the PlayStation 5, too, quite a bit. A PlayStation 5 also quite a bit. All right? But do you think... Let's just keep it real. Let's keep a spade a fucking spade while we're being real. Do you think that any other console from any other generation without the same demand that we would be just taking apart minor revisions and weighing them on a scale? You would be lying if you said that you think this would happen.
7 grams.
Okay.
So grab the old one.
Exactly the same. Exactly the same.
The search continues for
Yeah, with this audio, it sounds like porn. I know.
For our 300 grams. Oh. Find something?
A sticker thing.
Jimmy, you smart man.
We definitely just missed a screw.
Yeah, we missed a screw. On the count of 3, 1.
Oh, this pains me. I can't do this. It's not that I'm not capable of taking apart a console and putting it back together. My OCD, I would be drenched in sweat. It just makes my anxiety go through the roof. And especially with a beautiful product like that, I can't, oh, it pains me. And you know they're going to fuck it up even more. Even if they put it back together and it works, it will never be the same again.
2, 3.
You're going to shit a brick when you see the heatsink. Oh, no.
Oh,
They're
you've got
different.
something. There's something.
This
Yeah,
is
that's
copper colored.
Yes. We're not crazy.
This is bigger. What is
It's
this?
absolutely
Do you know
bigger.
what this is?
It's part of the heatsink. So a couple things I noticed.
Couple things I notice. There's really no fucking
how-
reason to be doing this.
The copper heatsink on the original one is much wider. Look how much extra
Yeah.
space there is on this. So
It's a smaller heatsink, so it's not going to cool as efficiently, but they probably were like, we're going to run some stress tests and we'll save a whole shit ton of money and make more profit, which actually did, they're not losing money at the PS5 at all. They're making a little bit of cash on each digital edition sold, I believe. I don't know about I think maybe the PS5 with the disc drive too, I'm not sure. But, all right, it runs hotter, but won't overheat, and we make money now. Smaller heatsink it is, Chief. I'm going to fry you and have you with a side of potatoes. Tits.
there's clearly something missing from this side. I also see, look, you have a black and a white wire for your Wi-Fi. I have a white and a blue.
Oh, so you do have a new Wi-Fi thing. You know what? This heating thing, though, for
It's not that it's new. They may just have to use different fucking wires when they're manufacturing it there, captains.
a console that is coming off of 2 generations of consoles that had major heating problems, and one of the big issues reportedly with building this thing was heat. I don't love that the newer model has a smaller heatsink.
I mean, look how much extra space. There's a full finger of space, which is being completely wasted, which is not there. Also, you can see the PCB, right? It's very clearly light green versus...
Yeah, the PS4 and the PS4 Pro sounded like jets. Even like if you didn't use them that much, which I didn't.
darker green. Here, can you read me the serial number on that Wi-Fi? Let me do this, just because it's gonna be really hard to see on camera. I'm just gonna take photos of both.
Oh, why don't you flex your fucking fold, Mr. Evans? Probably gonna get the Z Fold 3, so I'm gonna shut up.
These, and then we'll just put it in that cot. This, I am almost positive, unless it's the Bluetooth, but if this is the Wi-Fi, this looks identical. Oh wait, no, there's something else different. Look at this. I have a blue and a white that comes down, right?
Yeah.
You have a white and a black, and you also have another white and a black. So you have 4. So I would assume one of these is for Bluetooth, and one of these are for Wi-Fi. Dude, this new PS5, this is a...
They consolidated chipsets. I wonder if like your Bluetooth connections and everything may be affected by that. Not like it will be like, but maybe you can't just go as far away from your PS5 or, you know, things like that. It's not that there's going to be an issue, but I wonder if it affects the sensitivity. Who knows? I don't. That man has a very vibrant shirt. I don't hate Evans, but his content isn't for me. I prefer Spawn Wave. I you're getting Grandpa excited.
You're getting Grandpa excited.
There's any...
PS5 or Steam Deck said you can't compare. That's like saying having a steak dinner or a peanut butter sandwich. They're both good, but they're both totally different. You know what I mean? Which one's better? Like, you don't have those for the same reasons. I don't know what the fuck. You know what I mean, though. 2 totally different devices. Domino's with its delicious garlic crust is the best corporate pizza joint in the world. I probably agree with you on that. That's luscious. It's very American. It's not Italian pizza in the slightest, but it's still on the luscious-o-meter. It's up there.
doubt here. This is a cost-reduced, lighter weight, less material. Like, the reason it's lighter is because they literally removed cooling.
it lines up too because they just, it's what we guessed in the videos where we talked about it. They're just
Oh, shit. What did
using
I do?
cheaper stuff.
Oh my God! I've got like half the heatsink.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's like really
That's a lot smaller.
different.
That's not even
Wow.
close. Wait. Set these down.
Dude,
Set these
that
down.
directly explains why the new one is so much hotter.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
You got like a big chungus. I've got a little chungus now.
That just happened. Did that just happen? He has a little chungus. He has a little chungus. He has. I probably have the smallest chungus. Don't at me.
You're making me feel like I need to compensate with my PS5.
Where is this going? Where is this going? So I want to look. All right, all stupidity aside, is it really, or is it the form factor that's different? I mean, obviously that right piece all the way to the right. For some reason, I'm getting like you're going into like a spaceship in Gradius when I'm looking at this right now, probably because I'm stoned. But is it that, like, because they have the two pieces down there? I don't know if it's that much. I guess it is significantly smaller, but if you really look at it, it's also just the form factor is different. So is it that much smaller? I'm drunk as fucking and going to give you my wiener. Thank you, Patrick, for the wiener. Oh, these guys, Jesus Christ, man.
Look at how different that is.
That's crazy, dude.
There is so much sexual innuendo in this video. Small chungus isn't probing. Big chungus isn't probing.
Wow.
And they're different colors. Like, these are clearly just entirely different models of heatsink.
Absolutely.
Well, we know it's not as efficient because it runs hotter.
The fan sounds a little bit better, but that makes sense because this is, I believe, a slightly better fan.
Yeah, so they're probably thinking, all right, the heatsink won't cool it as good, but we have a more efficient fan that can blow more air out at the same RPM, so we'll just blow the heat away.
That does not compensate for the lack of...
You're welcome. The heatsink is the only thing that's different. That's it. Watch the bite, Sony, when these consoles overheat and break. Maybe. Or they'll just fucking throttle and you'll just have performance issues. They may not break. We'll see.
I mean, I'm going to guess when we weigh these, 300 grams difference in heatsink.
Yeah, I don't want to like make any bold claims here, but that doesn't seem good.
No, there's no scenario in which this is good. Technically, if Sony is able to get usable, good performance out of this smaller, lighter heatsink, they save money, and it should be okay. But we know that even with a very brief test, this one runs hotter, which makes sense because I'm sure the chip inside is the exact same. Look, you've got all this extra copper here.
Yeah.
They, I guess for the launch models, over-engineered the cooling
Which
that
they should
needed.
have done because Sony, again, has had major problems with heat in their consoles.
Yeah. The PS4, definitely. Not the PS3 as much. Even the later models. I don't remember hearing really anything about them. Never really hearing anything about them overheating. But PS4, all the iterations of that thing had issues.
I would guess what's happening
You're welcome. The heat. So
is that Sony, now that they've got almost a year of PS5 data, they've spent more time testing everything, have determined that while
Mr. Yoshida, you need this. Shame on you for this heatsink, sir. Yeah, but the yellow light of death wasn't nearly as prominent of an issue. That definitely is nowhere near as bad as the red light of death or the red ring of death on the 360 or the fan and heat issues on the PS4 and PS4 Pro. It was nowhere near as bad. Austin looks like a 19... Yeah, he kind of does.
yeah.
I like Austin Evans though. I regularly watch his channel.
Yes, this is going to run a little bit hotter. That's probably fine, that it won't negatively impact things that much.
I don't know, man. That doesn't seem wise, considering that the PS5, like you said, changes its wattage based on what's going on in the console.
So potentially long term, especially as you imagine this gets started to get caked in dust and whatnot, you've got less fins, less mass.
Yeah, it becomes less. And this is the console. Like people, I could open up these PCs, which I actually have to. I could open these PCs and, you know. No, that's get your grandpa excited. I meant to say spread your cheeks. I got to put that back on there. That's a very versatile quote. You know, you clean out your PC. It takes literally sometimes like 2 minutes at most. You don't open up your console, so that dust is going to cake and it doesn't matter how clean you keep your house too. There's still dust. There's nothing you could do about it. So dust is slowly over time going to build up, and how long is it going to be before the thing just cooks itself to death? 2-3 years?
You could actually lose performance.
But I wonder, though, with everything being so expensive to produce right now, that this actually helps their bottom line compensate for the past
No,
year.
100% does, because they just announced that they're making a profit on these things now.
Yeah.
So,
and it probably will make them easier to manufacture because you need less materials, which in turn means you can get more consoles out the stores.
taking a loss. 16, 40, 39.
Okay, so that is the original big chungus
Yeah.
heatsink, okay? Let's see where we're at on this one. So I'll flip it over the same way you did.
Yeah, let's see what happens
Gently on
here.
the Scale, 1368.
Yeah.
That's it. They
That's
literally took out a very sizable amount of copper and aluminum heat fins.
Unlike the fans, you know which PS5 you have based on the model number. The fans are a total crapshoot. You might have one fan or might have the other, and the only way to tell is to take off the side plates, which is annoying. But now you have an easy way to know if your PS5 is going to run hotter.
The only thing that we can't
Incoming those remember those stupid fans you used to stick back on the 360 Nyko? The fans that were supposed to make it run cooler. Watch there, you know these are coming for the PlayStation 5. Brace yourself. I think I may actually have one already. Oh god. Oh god.
can't really determine is the difference in the Wi-Fi. There certainly is a difference, right? Because I only had 2 antennas and you had 4. So something has been simplified or changed. But unless we actually sit down and do like side-by-side Wi-Fi tests, the PS3 specifically was a console that when it came out, every different time they updated it, it got worse and worse and worse and worse.
Yes.
The very first update we've seen less than a year into the PS5
has already gotten shittier. That is a good point. Actually the PS3 Slim, not the Super Slim. I actually like that better.
I don't think there's any argument that this is a worse console, at least for thermals and for the cooling. Maybe they've changed some Wi-Fi stuff. Maybe as we dig deeper into this, we'll find other weird quirks and features. But as far as I'm concerned, I would rather have a launch PS5
Especially
than the
if you're
11.
putting an SSD in your console, dude. Like, even if you have that heatsink, that SSD is gonna get hot. And if this one has worse cooling,
This
you're
is
gonna
actually, you know what I just realized? This is actually newsworthy. I'm going to talk about this tomorrow. Shit. Wow, I'm getting double the value out of this video. We'll let them finish and then I'll
have
send it to
trouble with
myself.
that SSD.
There you have it, friends. The PS5 is exposed. We've now
Because that's true, man. That SSD is going to be pumping out a lot of heat, you know? Let me check something here. That SSD is going to be pumping out heat too. So you're going to... Dude, this is crazy. 2 big stories tomorrow. Jay, get your ass cheeks ready, sir.
determined the true
King of Weebs is like rushing me to put my shirt back on. Fine, I'll put my shirt back on. Fine. My shirt's inside out, King of Weebs. You're going to have to wait a minute, sir. I'm just a man on the internet. Man on the internet. Man on the internet. Man on the internet. So, shit. All right, so let me enlarge in myself. We know what he's going to... This is... pretty incredible stuff here. And I'm going to make a video. Keep it off, Carlos asked me. You son of a bitch. All right, let me go send this to myself real quick. Go take a piss, and then I'll come back. And I will put the shirt on. Hold on one second. Take the shirt off, I mean. PS5. All right. Keep it off. Carlos asked me. Hold on one second. Nyko sells a fan for $9.99 that'll blow right into your hole. Like, are you joking just talking about holes or just the PlayStation 5? Is there something that actually exists that you'll end up frying your fucking system? I had that Nyko cooler and it actually made my 360. It didn't break it, but if I had it connected, it actually made the 360 red ring. And then if I took the fan out, it would work again. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to use this anymore. So, what about pants? No, there's nothing that'll get me to take off my pants. This is a meme. This started as a meme. The pants are staying on. No one is seeing any holes. Except my mouth hole. So wait, what happened to Milo Yiannopoulos? What happened with him? That'll be interesting to talk about. What the hell happened with Milo Yiannopoulos? Let me go to... news. All right, here we go. Here we go. No, I don't want to sign up for fucking Newsweek. Let me make this. Milo Yiannopoulos, one of my favorite grifters, has COVID. Far-right political commentator Milo Yiannopoulos has tested positive for COVID-19 in a social media post and shared an image of himself using ivermectin, an anti-parasitic drug that the Food and Drug Administration has warned Americans against using. Yiannopoulos posted a photo of a positive coronavirus test strip with the caption "Rona" to his Telegram account, according to screenshots shared on Twitter Saturday by media watchdog group Right Wing Watch. Two voice actresses in Dallas who I'm a fan of, Monica Rail and Jamie Marshy, have been harassed by the quartering. I kid you not. Do you know what happened with that? I'll look into it. Interesting. Most of you got the normal. It's just a flu Rona last year, and most of you didn't even know you had it. But I don't have any friends, and I don't leave the house, so I only got the deadly super spreader version from vaccinated people. Let me tell you, this is not fun. What the fuck? Read that like seriously. Most of you got the normal. It's just the flu Rona last year. Most of you didn't even know you had it. All right, thank you, Dr. Yiannopoulos. You don't know that says that's the... But I don't have any friends, and I don't leave the house, so I only got the deadly super spreader version from unvaccinated people, or from vaccinated people. And let me tell you, this is not fun. The commentator then went on to describe his symptoms from the day, which included dizziness, headache, chills, foggy head, nausea, coughing, and difficulty breathing. Yiannopoulos appeared to have tested positive for the virus days earlier and said that yesterday was the worst day of my life. He also shared an image of a thermometer showing he had a 93-degree fever and he slept. 93? What do you mean? Not even Celsius. That would make sense. Or Fahrenheit. If he had a 93-degree temperature with Fahrenheit, he'd be dead. And said he slept on and off for like 48 hours. In a separate post, Yiannopoulos shared a photo appearing to inject vermectin into his arm using a veterinary syringe with the caption, "Now we wait." This fucking guy. This is the thing, is that they won't trust doctors, but they'll trust these fucking quacks that tell them to take ivermectin. Jimmy Dore is pushing this shit now, too. Oh, my God. Hold on one second. Can I say something? You are the most disgusting human being on planet Earth. I wasted my hard-earned money just to tell you. Thanks, Jeremy Spoke. Oh, God. Yeah, man. It's what a strange guy. Anyway. Ivermectin is an anti-parasitic drug that is approved by the FDA for use in humans to treat certain parasitic worm infections, but not for the treatment of any viral infections such as COVID-19. The drug was first introduced as a veterinary treatment in the 1970s to deworm livestock such as cows and horses. The FDA said people should not use ivermectin to treat COVID-19 symptoms and said it has received multiple reports of patients who've required medical report and been hospitalized after self-medicating with ivermectin intended for horses. Jesus fucking Christ. They won't take a fucking vaccine, but they'll take medicine not even meant for the same fucking species. Recently, the drug has been mentioned by some conservatives, including Senator Rand Paul and Representative Louis Gourmet. Earlier this week, NBC News reported that Americans eager to get their hands on the drug have turned to the pro-Trump telemedicine website, speakwithanmd.com. The high demand has reportedly led to significant delays, and users are greeted with the message, "Due to overwhelming demand, we are expecting longer than usual wait times." Think about the fucking idiocy that's going on. Like, you'll listen to someone who has no medical knowledge. Then you'll go to a quack to get the medicine that you don't even have. That other physicians who are trained clinicians in this field who are telling you, don't take that. Here is the answer. It's the fucking vaccine. But no, give me horse medicine. Give me the fucking horse. Then it's like, look, then these people, I don't trust science. So when you get sick, don't go to the doctor. Oh, but when you actually catch it and it's real and it's actually as bad as people saying it, it's like, oh fuck. Guess they were right. Too little, too late though. Hopefully not, but you get my point. I can't, like, fuck. Dr. Penny Ward, a visiting professor in pharmaceutical medicine at King's College London, told Newsweek last month that ivermectin has been associated with allergic reaction and can also worsen pre-existing liver or kidney disease. Furthermore, the FDA has warned that high doses of ivermectin meant for animals can be highly toxic in humans. Yiannopoulos is a controversial Proud Boys. He is recently barred from posting across social media. But who cares? He's a piece of shit. I just don't like. If you think all science is fake, if you don't trust science, so why are you trusting some fucking quack who works at a fucking Motel 8 caliber urgent care to tell you go get the ivermectin? I can't. And then there's no reasoning with people like that. There's no fucking reasoning. You're just gone. People literally getting interviewed in the hospital. Hey, if you survive, will you take and you have that 60-day period? Will you take the vaccine then? No. If you trust politicians' word against a doctor, go get your local mayor to do your next colonoscopy. That's actually a very good one. I give you. That's a good one. I like that. I like that. Watch TYT dad stripping to protest anti-maskers. Oh, shit, yeah, I saw that. All right, yeah, I'll do that. Where is that bird? Where is that bird? That bird. Oh, that's a handsome bird. This is the best looking bird I've ever seen, man. You ever seen a bird like this, man? Oh, man. No, of course he wasn't fucking vaccinated. He's not vaccinated, but he'll stick that horse medicine in his fucking arm. Fuck, man. We are done. We are done. Oh, my God. Motherfuckers won't listen to doctors. You know, and I don't blame that on Trump. People blame this one on Trump. And then what was the hydroxychloroquine? People were popping fish tank cleaner pills. And a husband and wife, and the husband fucking died, and the wife was sick. I mean, this was before the vaccine, but still, like, Trump never told you to go take fucking fish tank cleaner pills, you fucking dunce. Oh, God. Oh. I don't know if he was... So, let's go to, TYT. Got to put my horse phones on. COVID runs rampant through Florida. Oh, this is going to be fun. So which video is it again? Stripping dad. Right wingers, Rudy Giuliani. Jesus Christ, they post so many fucking videos. I just saw this too, and I meant to watch it. Jesus. Hold on. Mainstream conservative, Republicans, anti-mask freedom rally. Yeah, let's watch this. This is fun. This is a heartwarming story.
You have to.
Jamie and Monica are known. Let me read this first. Jamie and Monica are known feminists, which the quartering hates, and there was a Me Too fiasco in 20 where they had they in a few came out against a fellow Funimation actor victim for sexual harassment, and I'm sure it was true, right? Again, it's like single-digit percentages of those cases where it ends up being bullshit. And what he probably went on a hate brigade. You know, my take with that is, look, innocent until proven guilty, but and before the person gets ruined, hold the court of public opinion back. But if there's evidence found in court, absolutely that person who did whatever they did should be buried. And the thing I always say too is take every allegation seriously, but I always say that there needs to be an investigation, but don't ever shoot somebody down or demean them for coming forward, because that's why people are afraid to come forward. But I believe it. Also, I really hate it when Kyle Kalinske brings up he understands how people are skeptical of the CDC. They may encourage people to not get vaccinated. No, I don't think Kyle's pro-vax, though, dude. I don't think that's what he's getting at with it. Rich, you sexy beast, keep up the amazing work you do. Love your content. Thank you, Tiberius. By the way, I have my first Tinder date tomorrow. Feel confident and ready. Yeah, just those dating sites are shit. Just be careful. All right, I'll make this full screen.
There's been a lot of anti-mask, anti-vaccine rallies. And we also had a lot of people, unvaccinated people that have been affected by it, that have gotten sick. This particular story blends both of those together. So there was a Texas anti-masker that planned a freedom rally that would fight back against some of the COVID-19 restrictions and rules and laws and mandates that have been put in place to try and protect the general public.
Yeah, because it's such a... I suffer so much when I wear a mask when I'm out. The volume is too low. Really? Let me look at the meter a second, man. Yeah, it is. All right. Yeah,
After that has been planned and carried out, it has been discovered that he also contracted COVID, and he's very ill in the hospital, which is a very sad story. So let's go straight to this. Some of these lines from Yahoo News. Caleb Wallace is the man that did this. He's a 30-year-old father of 3. He's been unconscious, ventilated, and heavily sedated in the ICU at Shannon Medical Center in San Antonio.
Don't know if the guy had any kind of pre-existing conditions, but that's not someone old. I always hear this is a fat and old person's disease. Now I'm seeing healthy kids in the hospital, but I thought this was a fat and old person's disease, man. I thought that's why you said, oh, Rich, that's why you got vaccinated. That's why you're worried. I thought it was that. Well, what's going on? What's going on, experts? Tell me. It blows my mind that we have a vaccine that will protect people from COVID, and people are like, no, give me horse medicine because Fox said so. And that's exactly fucking it! Look, the pharmaceutical industry is evil. I agree with you. They are profit-driven, and they want to get you on medication to keep you on it for the rest of your life so they can profit off of you. But not, even though drugs are overprescribed, or prescriptions are overprescribed, I should say, doesn't mean they shouldn't be prescribed at all. Like how many other mandatory vaccines have we had to take so we could go to grammar school or whatever the case may be? And now people are freaking out over this. It's not new technology. It's not. It's been around for well over a decade. This is not, you're picking the wrong fucking fight over stupid shit because you were brainwashed to pick this fight. This isn't even about politics. Why are we making something that shouldn't even be political about, that's political? This shouldn't be political, but it was weaponized to be political, and it's bullshit.
Angelo, since August 8th, his wife set on a GoFundMe page for household and medical bills that he was intubated multiple times, had high fevers, infection, and bleeding in his chest, which sounds horrible.
Take the 0.9% survival rate. Why are hospitals overrun? Where they have no more ICU beds. It's not like the fucking flu, you simpletons who go around and say that. This guy also thought the same thing. He's not doing well. How many more times does this need to happen? This is something fucking preventable too. This is not like it's something that has to happen to fucking people at this point. but it's not from them. They got the article from somewhere else. It's not from them, Ricky. I know you're not anti-vax, but it's not from them. They're news regurgitators just like me. The anti-vax revolution is like when a bunch of nincompoops invaded the Capitol for a real estate con man rather than free. Yeah, dude. But what else can you say? It's zombie apocalypse. We are not. Oh God. If there was, all kidding aside, if there was like, say there was like an airborne, highly virulent version of Ebola with its insanely high morbidity rate. Case fatality rate, I mean to say, excuse me. There, we would not. We would fucking implode.
On that, she said, he's not doing good. It's not looking in our favor. His lungs are stiff due to the fibrosis. They called and said they've run out of options for him and asked if I would consent to do a.
Now, did he suffer from cystic fibrosis? This is the only thing I didn't think of before. Or was the fibrosis caused by COVID? I'll have to look into that one. Rich, go to your Twitter. I tagged you in a video of someone getting into a violent meltdown at a Florida airport because he refused to wear a mask. All right, we'll look at that after this. And then we'll close up shop for the evening. Moderate, slight leaning left. I believe in the awesomeness of vaccines. I don't believe in mandating and forcing someone to get it. Educate, not for. But we've had plenty of other mandatory vaccines where you couldn't go to school unless you had them. Like, why? I don't know.
But do not resuscitate. And it would be up to us when to stop treatment.
Anti-vax is worse. You being a fucking idiot and thinking the earth is flat. You could be a fucking idiot and think the earth is flat. But anti-vax, absolutely, you could hurt other people.
My heart just can't. I can't imagine my life without him. Now, before he got it, as I mentioned, he organized that rally, and also he'd written some letters to the school. Some of the general things a lot of these folks do because they're looking. I mean, you know, they're pushing their particular point of view and what they think is really happening. So in July, Caleb reportedly helped organize the Freedom Rally, an event that billed itself as a protest against the government, quote, the government being in control of our lives.
And I'm sure all these rallies, they weren't wearing masks and all infecting each other. I still social distance. Now I hear that the Delta variant, even like say I could have it, but I'll never have symptoms because I'm vaccinated, but I could pass it on to somebody. But all these motherfuckers, I'm sure it was even worse. They aren't vaccinated. They're sitting there breathing and slobbering all over each other. And how many other people got sick just like this guy too? I can't compute it, man. I don't understand it.
He also founded the San Angelo Freedom Defenders. They also hosted a rally last year to, quote, end COVID tyranny.
Oops.
Man. And as I mentioned that letter, he wrote a letter in April to the San Angelo Independent School District which was published by a local news outlet, demanding that the school district, quote, rescind all COVID-related policies immediately. He falsely claimed that wearing masks had harmful effects on children and that there was, quote, little evidence that masks worked for anyone.
Oh,
so now, as I mentioned, he's in the ICU. He's been intubated, and his wife had.
Like, can someone explain to me what conspiracy can be behind the fucking masks? What evil tyrannical thing does wearing a fucking mask mean? I don't understand. What is? Why are you freaking out? What crazy fucking insane mental rabbit hole do you think that could lead us down? I need to know. Now they're wearing these disposable masks on their face. We have them in our control. If you own one of these, and I'm sure you did for a while, for probably the past 8 years of your life, you're already butt fucked. They don't need to stick a needle in you to get you. They already got you. So calm down. Can cause something called post-COVID. Oh, so it can. Okay, interesting.
Has to figure out with her 3 kids, and I think they also mentioned that she's pregnant, has to make the decision of whether or not to go forward with a do not resuscitate on her 30-year-old husband.
So,
and his lungs sound like they're done. I don't see this ending well for him.
Lots of thoughts here. First off, we hope Caleb gets better. Has not passed away. So obviously he's not in good shape. When they ask you for a do not resuscitate order, that's as bad as it gets, right? You need a miracle to pull through here, but we hope he gets one. Why do we keep telling you?
Breaking news, anti-vaxxers begin ingesting dog shit because Tucker Carlson said it would cure COVID, and they would. And they fucking would. They would gulp that down. They would gulp that shit down like fucking brownie batter.
To wear masks and take the vaccine because we don't want Caleb to die. Not because we do. We don't want him to die. That's why we were trying to help you, right? So now, luckily, Jessica's wife, who my heart really goes out for, other than those kids, she didn't listen to him. She wore a mask, and that probably saved her life. So thank God for that. Otherwise, those kids might be orphans. And so,
wow. Do you think believing in horse injections and denying facts related to I don't even want to go into it because it would just piss. I don't know. I think it's also a failure of our government that this heavy distrust is there. It also has to be fucking stupidity. I'm sorry. But when you lose the faith of the people, that's when civilization starts to crumble. Because once, you always have to have skepticism with your government. Don't get it twisted. But once they trust nothing that you do, that's when the system starts to implode.
Now, on the other hand, Caleb helped to push these conspiracy theories, this nonsense. He didn't just endanger himself, he endangered everyone else.
That's what I was just saying.
They all went to that dumbass rally and exposed each other to coronavirus.
And like I just said earlier, none of them were wearing masks, and they were probably screaming, and when you scream, you spit. Oh, God. It was like a COVID spreading orgy at these things.
Exposed everyone else to coronavirus, including their families, and he was wrong. He was just, and by the way, when he got COVID, he didn't seek medical treatment.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I say on the show sometimes like, hey, if you don't believe in doctors, don't go to when you get sick. But I'm
let me go to that.
I'm being facetious because, like, of course I want you to go save your life. Yeah. Of course doctors are right? Yeah. And no, he didn't go to see a doctor, and instead, you know what he did?
I know what he's gonna say. Some stupid fucking supplements, right?
This was a attempt. Let me go to that real fast because it was very specific and it was very full the way he went towards it. So when he first felt the symptoms, which was on July 26th, man, it's like a month ago. His wife told the Standard Times that he refused to get tested or.
Jesus, so this fucking guy, man.
Seek medical care. He instead began treating himself with a cocktail of vitamin C, zinc, aspirin, and ivermectin.
Here we go, ivermectin. Jimmy, the ivermectin, that's the drug, all right? That's the cure-all, right? Dr. fucking Door.
Which we've been hearing about a lot lately, which is an anti-parasitic drug that has been falsely promoted as an effective treatment for COVID-19 by conservative media. So he was taken to the hospital
by the way.
Just 4 days later after he tried that cocktail of drugs.
They said conservative.
Not drugs, but
okay.
Some of it was drugs.
Shockingly, the horse dewormer didn't work, even though Tucker Carlson and Jimmy Dore told you to take it. And told you that Fauci was a monster for not suggesting it. Anyways, guys, why are you taking loads of crap that doctors tell you not to take instead of taking the thing that the doctor tells you to take? Like, I keep saying this because I can't believe people cannot understand this clearly.
Yeah. I don't believe in doctors, but these other doctors who they like my political affiliations, they're telling me to take this stupid shit. So I'm going to, for fuck's sake, man, I can't.
It's not just America. All the doctors in the world tell you to take the vaccine. Are Indian doctors randomly lying?
That's what people think. They think that all the physicians throughout the world are part of the New World Order, and they're all leading all the sheep to the slaughter. Yes, that's what they think. They think there's some big, giant fucking conspiracy with this. Yes, Jank, that's what they think.
Brazilian doctors lying? Are Indonesian
Yes.
doctors lying? Did they get together? Did somebody write a memo? How do they control all the doctors?
Yes, they do. They think that, and they think the ones that think differently are being silenced. Yes, they do. It's fucking ridiculous. It is batshit crazy, but they absolutely, positively do think that. Yes.
Are they paying all of the doctors in the world, the Russian doctors, the Estonian doctors? How do they get to them all and say, hey, tell everybody to take the vaccine and wear masks, even
Licking tank cures COVID. My licking tank cures COVID. I lick my own and I've never gotten sick. Buy a fucking pillow.
though it doesn't work, even though they should be taking horse dewormer? How did they do that worldwide conspiracy of doctors? Of course they're not lying.
But that's what they think, dude. I know. That's what they think. They think that there's some global fucking conspiracy. And yes, they get all the doctors to be in cahoots about it, to put out this misinformation to get us all vaccinated, so to have us come under some control, so we're all magnetic, so Bill Gates can navigate with his navigation system in his phone and come pound us in the ass while he's still wearing the hang glider. But no pressure, though. Yes, that's what they think. They think that everyone is under the control of this new world order. That's what they think. Yes. Yes, I know it's insane, but they do think that. Am I saying there is not powerful, corrupt people on this planet that can make terrible things happen? Of course there is. But calm down. Include TLS, that taint licking syndrome.
Oh, yeah.
3 farts. I gave you a bonus. I have COVID, was so bad. I was about to call 911, called my cousin who's a nurse. She told me taking Lipool saved my life, still coughing, but better. Gee, dude. I don't understand why people just don't believe that this is real.
So we keep getting back to the thing of like, does it help or does it not help for us to say, snap out of it, you're being ridiculous, it's crazy to.
No, and you know what? It's just like, it's just give up. Like, that's kind of how I feel. Like, but then again, at the same time, there was literally actually a couple people, one specifically I remember the most, that said, it was because you losing your mind that one time, I actually went out and said, you know what, I'm going to get the vaccine. So I may have saved a person, and that makes it worth it. You know, so it's like, fuck, it's so tiring to talk about, and fuck, it's so annoying. But if you could drill home in one person's head and they'll take the vaccine, or just listen to some of science, not saying blindly believe in science, but listen to some of it, you may have saved 1 or 2 people. You know what I mean? Rich, I have allergic reaction to vaccines, and I am scared of getting a COVID vaccine. I'm not against. I wish they had a test to tell you if you're going to have reactions or not. It would ease fears, spread your cheeks, and go to town. I don't have that, but I have.
You're getting Grandpa excited.
There's tests that they could run. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I know someone who can't get the flu vaccine because it could literally kill this person. But they could run tests to see she's probably or can take the, because she got tested, she can take the COVID vaccine. So tell her to ask her doctor about it, of course. I don't hate TYT. I never said I hated them, but I do call out their takes when I disagree with them. I sent you an important video on Twitter. Okay.
I think that all the doctors in the world are lying. But you can't talk sense.
We're probably going to end the stream after this, though, man, because it's getting late.
To them. So this guy's,
Well, late for me because I'm old.
in a really bad place because he didn't believe in facts.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, like, I mean,
think about that. The people that everyone would have would jump in front of a bullet for, like he's become a cult of personality. Even when Trump said it, like he he was a major person who created this ridiculous misinformation monster, and now he even can't put the genie back in the bottle. We're fucked, man.
On the conspiracy front, like, if it was some sort of conspiracy, like, why would all the rich people want to get vaccinated first? There was a whole thing when the vaccine came out where the rich
were paying off to try to jump in line. Yeah. Did you know that they have a mace in graduation? They used to have to fight of people that were against education. People were against education in the Middle Ages? Oh, I believe it. Why am I even asking that? Smelling farts cures COVID. That could cure everybody then.
people were like all trying to get vaccinated first, especially people who work at these companies. So that's a point aside. But the situation that he's in particular, like where the doctors are asking whether or not they can put a DNR on him, that's the do not resuscitate.
Yeah, you're done. Unfortunately, you're done. If they're saying do not resuscitate, it's probably lights out, Chief.
That, like, and so I'm not a doctor. I'm not in the room with him there. I have no idea necessarily what the individual level decision factors they're using are. But when you have ICUs full, this is part of a pandemic response. When you have ICUs full, you have to start triaging care. And when you are triaging care, you have to look at your patients and you have to say, is it harder to save this patient? Is it worth it to save this patient?
Yeah, you gotta kind of make a choice. Who lives, who dies. And why? And the thing is, like, oh, 99% survival rate. Okay, so why are there more ICUs? Why are they having to make these decisions in these ICUs when they normally don't? 99%. Shut the fuck up with your stupid fucking statistic. You don't know what you're talking about. Sit down and stop talking out of your ass. Trump trying to put the genie back in the bottle is because he realized the majority of people dying now are dumb enough to vote. Yep. I will not have as many tremendous voters because I manipulated them into not getting the vaccine and wearing masks because I never wanted to wear a mask. It would ruin my spray tan. But if they're dead, they can't vote. Believe me.
Can we focus on somebody else? We've got a 30-year-old who's sick, who is taking this medicine that is not for COVID, but maybe they have like a 15-year-old there. Maybe they have a 12-year-old there. Maybe somebody just got in a car accident and needs to get rushed into the room.
Yeah, it's not just people who are sick from COVID who are going to be put on the line by this. It's incredible
that he is in right now, right? These are very, very important factors that doctors are forced to take into consideration. And that's why you see doctors like storming out like they are in Florida protesting these anti-maskers, because it's an unbelievably difficult, sort of horrific situation where you will have decision-making power over people's lives, right? Very few people have ever been in those positions in their lives, and it's very difficult. It's traumatic. It's stressful. And when you're running around being an anti-masker and you're
anti-vaxxer,
you're leading to ICUs like overflowing, you're putting doctors in a position where they have to start triaging care and start to make calculations. And so if the ICU beds weren't full,
and people are going to needlessly die, not even directly from COVID. It's just, holy shit, man. Why
there's
am I
a decent
shirtless?
chance that the doctors might not have asked for, hey, maybe we should put a DNR on him. That decision might have been influenced by triage.
Hold on.
And it's a situation that he kind of put himself into with that propaganda that he's spreading around.
Well, you know, he asked for freedom. He's got freedom.
He has the freedom to sadly probably die.
I don't know that he's enjoying it. You also have the freedom to ignore the law and not wear a seatbelt or a helmet when you're driving a motorcycle.
And look, man, I still look. We could go back at me, and yeah, you make choices. But this is a choice that affects other people. Like Rich, you're still a fat fuck. That can affect your health, yes, but that I can't make you sick with my fatness, and I've lost still quite a bit of it. So there's that too.
And the pavement's not going to care that you had freedom when your head hits it. Okay, so last thing on this. For all of your friends and family that are listening to insane people online, just ask them, why are you listening to a rando blog on Facebook as opposed to all the doctors in the world? Why do you think that rando on Facebook knows better than almost every doctor on the planet? Like he's saying, oh, I took vitamins.
Because they think that there is a giant conspiracy that everyone is trying to tell them to do the wrong thing. Yes. Yes, the shirt, because the dono is gone, so the shirt is back on.
C and zinc and aspirin. Dude, if aspirin could cure it, you think the doctors wouldn't have told you take aspirin?
Yeah, take a fucking aspirin.
Oh, look, we saved 4 million lives. Of course aspirin doesn't cure it. Oh, vitamin C, let's go have an orange. Well, that was easy to solve. Over 620,000 Americans, over 4 million dead all across the world. No, an orange isn't going to do it, but good news, the vaccine does. Almost all the people dying are unvaccinated. All you gotta do is get the vaccine, and you save your life and you're magnetic. Stop listening to idiots that are doing propaganda and conspiracy online.
And grifting because they know it's what people want to hear, and it's so disgusting. Why do you think I take that shit with people I won't mention again? Like, it really bothers me, because talking about, like, I'm going to talk about Austin Evans' PS5 video tomorrow. Hey, Rich, that's free real estate from that. Yes, and I'm also interested in talking about shit like that, but yeah, hell yeah, that'll get views. But I'm not putting out misinformation that riles people up that could not only damage themselves, it could damage or kill other people. And I'm not, well, actually, yeah, him too. He made a stupid comparison with the vaccine and compared it to something that so that stuff bothers me a lot, so I will continue to call it out. And if you don't like that I call it out, I don't give a fuck. Talking about the PS5 and its stock issues don't hurt other people.
Listen to actual doctors and scientists. Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat.
All right, guys. That was interesting. So I don't know what to say. Look, man, if you're anti-vax, I hope, look, and I am not pro-pharma at all. I know that there is corruption in the pharmaceutical industry. But vaccines are the reason why, a big part of the reason why we live as long as we do, and other science and other medicine as well. You're picking the wrong fight. I beg with you, just listen to this one. If I could get you to listen. You may not only save your life, you may save someone else's. Have a good night, everybody. And Jason and Peter, thank you very much.